You ready?
I'm ready.
Ready, Freddy.
Let's go. Welcome to Season 6 of ImVibes Podcast. Now here's your host, Eric Malazzi.
What? That's not how you say my last name. That's all right, though. One of these days, go get that shit right. Anyways,
here's
welcome.
Eric.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Anyways, here's Eric.
There he is.
Welcome to ImVibes Podcast. I'm Eric, Ernest. Before we get started, Ernest and I have done a bunch of cool shit over this past weekend. Sunday, we hosted the chili cook-off here, which I'm the proud champion this year. We've hosted it. It's our third year in a row, I think we've hosted it. I didn't have a chance the other 2 years, but I finally won it this year. And I DJ'd it. Spun old punk.
Excuse me.
That's perfect for the chili cook-off. We had Squirt Vial on the last.
Oh yeah, I know those guys.
And I fart a lot, so I was hoping to be the first person to actually fart live on mic. And Ernest has fangs right now.
Yeah, but
from his beard.
I wasn't. Oh yeah,
Beard
fangs.
That's great.
Yeah.
It wasn't on purpose either.
I saved that for later.
Yeah. So Ernest farts when we're
Yeah, but I wasn't on mic.
You need a chair mic.
If you listen really closely, you can hear it. But still, yeah.
Well, farts are always funny.
They are.
They never get old.
Yeah. Until you reach our age and you can't trust a fart anymore. You end up shitting your pants.
It's even more funny that way.
Well, they get
That's what they said on a bucket list.
Yeah.
Or you sneeze and you shit.
Yeah.
I've had to leave work at least twice to go home and like shower and change and come back to work. So.
Especially after chili, that's for sure.
Yeah, I played with a band years ago, and the first song, the singer was playing bass and singing, and he shit himself on stage. And he was like, "I just shit myself," and he was like, "I guess I'm gonna keep playing."
Yeah, fuck it.
Played the rest of the set with shit in his pants.
No, I would have had to sub that out.
Could you see it, or was it just in his pants?
I mean, it stank. Yeah. You could smell it. It was fucking gross.
It didn't leak out the bottom of the leg.
I don't know how much shit it was.
Which band that was?
Yeah, it was Group 36.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I don't think they're a band anymore. Shout out to Peanut if he's out there.
Oh, Peanut. I love Peanut. Peanut's brother Ryan is one of my...
Yeah, that's just Peanut shit his pants.
Yeah. So,
man.
Ryan is my boy, man.
Put him on blast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was funny. It was at Tremont, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've known Peanut for over 20 years, man.
Yeah, Peanut's a good dude.
He is. Well, sometimes he is.
Hey.
Most time he is. Anyway,
it's a good guy to have in your corner.
It is. Yeah. It's funny whenever I go to shows in Columbia, he's always there. So Subhuman show I went to, he was there. Municipal Waste, he was there.
All right,
a bunch of other cool shows. Yeah, I don't see him at shows in Charlotte too often anymore. Anyways, though, we also went Monday night. Ernest and I went to go see Gary Clark Jr. at Ovens Auditorium.
That guy shreds.
I forgot he was in town.
Yeah, that was an awesome show. I've never seen him. He's seen him 3 times. Well, that was his third time seeing him, but that was my first time seeing him. And great show.
You rip it up, yeah. The bright lights. That was fun.
You got things too, dude.
I do.
I mean, that's what
I know. I got some things too. I need a mustache napkin.
Yeah.
That's why I need to get this little
walruses. We had walruses.
All that
that was definitely a different kind of set list for him that I've heard before.
Yeah, it was
much more laid back,
mellow show.
Yeah.
Me and Ernest afterward were like, I shut my eyes for a minute and I was like dozed off because it was so mellow. It was so.
Oh, he wasn't like
laid back. He was not going crazy.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, the only rocking one he did was Bright Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
That way he has to play that one or everybody would revolt.
Everyone boos. Yeah, that's a good venue to see him in. Yeah, not really a bad seat.
No, not really.
I wasn't to go Tuesday night, but Sunday night, Monday night, I was up late doing shit. I got hammered after the chili cook-off here. So Monday morning at work, I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is terrible. But I was going to go see Brass Against at the neighborhood theater Tuesday night, and just didn't even make it up.
Man,
so.
yeah.
I just saw a random my friend that works at the neighborhood theater, and he was telling me that they have Everclear and
Local H,
Sponge and Local H playing all on one show together.
Yeah, I'm going to
I love Sponge. Sponge is from my hometown. So,
oh, really?
And
I love Sponge.
Yeah, Local H is from around where
What was the Local H song? What was the one they had?
You high-fiving motherfucker.
Well, that one is
Just
Don't Get It.
Just Don't Get It? Okay, that's the one. That's the one. I was like,
I mean, they had a few, but that's the big one that got them off the ground, I think.
I saw them at Tremont with, that was back in the 90s. It was them.
They're just two-piece, too. Man.
Yeah, it is. It was them.
Was this a drummer and a guitar player?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just two guys, and they fucking shred, dude.
But yeah, rip.
They're loud as hell, too, yeah. Yeah, that was a great show. Anyways, though, so if you've been watching, you're wondering who we're talking to the Bleeps.
Hey.
A punk rock band from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for coming on the show. You guys want to introduce yourselves and tell the audience what you guys do?
All right, my name is Dickie Bleep. I play guitar and sing.
No, I'm Andy Bleep. I play drums and I sing as well.
We both are singers.
Yeah, we're double lead singers.
Props on the shirt today too, man.
Thank you. My favorite band, Propaganda. They got a new album coming out. There's a single out called At Peace. It's great.
I heard it. Yes.
It's great. I love them.
I've never seen them, so
I saw them in Atlanta about 7 years ago at the Masquerade with Iron Sheik opened for them.
Oh, really?
And it was fucking crazy. It was out of control, sold out. People were like crashing on the stage. The band had to stop the show multiple times because it got out of control.
Which part of the Masquerade?
It's the lower part.
Okay. Well, now it's a whole.
What's the one downtown? It's downtown now.
Yeah. So I went and saw Carcass and Municipal Waste there.
Okay.
And they have like different venues now, all in that same little. Weird. It's kind of weird now. So
I almost went to the old one.
Not just floors. Yeah, I've been to the old one.
Yeah.
And when I went there again, I'm like, this is not the Masquerade. Wait a minute, what is this? And they're like, oh yeah, we moved. But I should have burped on mine.
Yeah.
Ernest, you gotta get your face on camera, dude.
It's a golden opportunity.
Why?
You got the fangs again, dude.
I love it.
I come to suck your blood.
As long as I'm drinking this, I will continue to have it.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic. Anyways, I try to do my homework for bands when they come out here, but I couldn't find much on the Bleeps. I've seen you guys quite a few times play. Last time I saw you guys play, you played, I believe, the Milestone with you guys opened for Hans Gruber and the Diehards, right?
Yeah. That was that was a little bit ago. Yeah.
That was
And then September, I think it was like September or something like that.
Yeah, the band the Unsustainables that were also on that bill.
Yeah, the ska band.
They played. So we hosted the end of summer ska party here. Did a tribute to Terry Hall, and they came up from Raleigh and played that. And then they were lucky enough to have Hans Gruber playing at the Milestone the next night, so they were able to get on that bill too. So
I actually used to play in a ska band called Bums Lie.
Oh, really?
And then he used to actually play in a punk band called Reckless Youth. Yeah. And then both our bands broke up, so we started a new band.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I've heard of Reckless Youth.
Yeah. We were around a hot minute, and we played a handful of shows together. Always dug each other. So yeah, they gave me a shout when everything kind of there was a lull. And so I was like, "Fuck yeah, I would love."
How'd you guys meet?
I think
through shows.
Yeah, we played the old band I played in the Bums Lie was like kind of reggae ska punkish band, and I know we did it. I remember specifically we played the Visualite one time, and
for a Halloween show. Yeah,
this band we used to do every Halloween. We used to cover a band and do it all reggae.
Oh, sweet.
You guys were doing Dookie then?
We did Dookie. We did Green Day's whole Dookie album, all reggae.
I'd love to hear that.
No, it was a great show. Yeah.
Reckless Youth played with us, and I was like, we were outside hanging out in the parking lot, and I was like, hey, we should probably be in a band if our bands break up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
one day it happened.
And one day it actually happened. Yeah, it was great.
I'm sorry. A lot of people shit on that Green Day Dookie album.
It's great.
No pun intended.
No, right. But it's funny. Like I talked to a lot of people. They're like, "No, that was my high school album. That was the album that made me want to play punk rock music." Like Jeremy. That's one of his favorite albums of all time.
I would shit on other Green Day albums before that one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, surely. Yeah, but that's one of the. That's definitely super influential to me as a kid, and I still listen to it all the time.
Still good.
I just
holds up.
Recently bought it on vinyl. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm buying it.
Yep, I got it on vinyl too, and CD and tape. Yep, all the formats.
Yeah, it's a great album. I think I was in middle school when that came out.
See, I'm old as fuck because I was like, that came out the year after I graduated high school, and I was really into drugs at that time. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Green Day Dookie. This sounds like fun, you know.
Yeah, I knew punking, but up to that point, all punk bands I listened to were like either old school, like Misfits and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, they were like the new punk band. It was like the new generation.
It was them, The Offspring.
The Offspring.
A bunch of those bands all broke out at the same time.
Rancid, NoFX.
Oh yeah,
they were all kind of filling the void after Kurt died, and then grunge was fluttering out.
Yeah, I mean it made punk cool. I mean, what they had that documentary, The Year Punk Broke.
Yeah. I'll never forget being a kid. Well, not a kid, but being that kid passed out on the couch from drinking all night. And we used to back home. We used to have a station called 89X, and they played all alternative shit. And they, you'd wake up at 4:00 in the morning to Rancid on the radio, and you're like, what the fuck is this? This is dope as hell, man.
Oh yeah,
that's good radio right there.
Yeah, the college radio back in the day, I remember the college stations would all play the good underground shit that you couldn't find, and you'd be like, what is this?
Well, they were a station. I'm from Detroit, but they were a station out of Canada.
Oh, Canada.
That we would get in Michigan, and then they were playing all that cool shit that they weren't paid to play. They could play whatever the fuck they wanted to over there.
Yeah.
And then once alternative started fading out, that I'll never forget you turn on the station one day and it was just a countdown from 1,000 down to 1, and then they got to 1 and they went back up to 1,000. And their new format was country.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Yeah. Like, oh, man, come on.
Shit. Yeah, I had a couple stations where I grew up. I'm also Midwesterner, right outside of Chicago.
Oh, so was all Ernest over there.
Yeah, and
he's from fucking Gary.
Yeah, they were
from Gary?
Yeah. Gary, the armpit?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Every time I like to bring it up because I think it's funny because everybody's always like, oh, shit.
Gary. But yeah, so, I remember a couple stations did that were really good. All the two alternative stations that we had played great stuff. But yeah, there was one day I flipped it on and I was like, what the hell?
What the fuck is this?
It's R&B and hip hop, and then the other one went country, and I was like, man, I didn't even get to hear the countdown for that. It was just like one day it was just gone.
No, they did the countdown over between Christmas and New Year's. So so at the start of the new year, they came back. Hey, we're back, and I was like, cool, we got in. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Hey, y'all, we're back.
Yeah. It's like that.
It was.
It's like that movie Airheads.
Yeah.
When they it's like a rock radio, and then they change the format. You guys remember that movie?
Yeah, of course.
And they go in and Adam
Sandler.
They come in with guns and make them play the song on the radio.
Yeah.
And then they find out that the radio is turning soft rock.
I've seen those memes where they show those things. They're like, if you don't know who Pantera is,
I'm telling my kids this is Pantera. That's
those are the real musicians out there. Airheads. The Lone Rangers.
The Lone Rangers. That's such a good meme. I'm gonna have to watch that tonight.
Bill and Ted, the Wild Stallions.
Oh yeah, Wild Stallions. They were actually my influence to play music was Bill and Ted Wild Stallions. When I was a kid, I was like, I want to be just like them.
They just Melvin Death. Yeah, that was
Send them to the Iron Maiden. Excellent. Execute them.
Yeah, I could quote that whole movie all day long. That is
too. Yeah.
Both of those movies were great. Yeah. George Carlin,
Station,
miss him, and Station. That was actually the first band I had here in Charlotte. Was called Station because based off of that movie.
If you don't know, watch Bogus Journey. If you don't know,
okay, yeah. If you haven't seen it, guys, I'm sure most of our listeners, because that's our age bracket for our podcast, everyone's seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure
And Bogus Journey.
and then Bogus Journey. Yeah.
No, that's Faith More guitars.
That
Right?
was,
That's,
you beat me to it.
Yeah.
Jim is one of my idols, man. Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, anything Faith No More ever did is I'm a huge Mike.
Yeah, Mike Patton. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
amazing.
Man.
Yeah.
I love those first, was the Epic and then the Angel Dust.
Yeah,
Those
so
albums are great.
it was
It was a real thing. The real thing.
Yes,
that album is amazing.
That is one of my favorite albums of all time. I recently found it again on vinyl, but they don't include Edge of the World and War Pigs on
I
it.
noticed that when I bought the vinyl too, and it's not. I was like, "What happened to that song? The Edge of the World."
I didn't even notice it when I bought it.
Is it a
Yeah, it's-
reissue or something?
I don't know.
No.
It's because the piano song. It's like a kind of like a. I don't know. Maybe it's a cover, and they couldn't get clearance or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the tape and the CD, but when I listened to it, I didn't even notice it wasn't on the list of tracks, and I listened to it. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a song. Wait, what the fuck? And so Edge of the World isn't on there, and then War Pigs. Those were the last two songs on the album, though, right? I think.
I definitely. It's on the
Yes.
side. It's definitely on the
Yes.
that back side.
So it's on the record. It's just not listed on, or it's just they pulled it.
I
at
think
some
they pulled
point.
it. Sometimes I know with covers, if you put it out, I don't know, maybe they lost clearance for it.
Licensing.
Yeah, licensing.
rights, yeah.
Maybe Ozzy was like, I'm not getting enough money.
If you buy Angel Dust, Easy's on there though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
I mean, it's still on the CD and cassette
Maybe
if you find
the
those.
Commodores were cooler than Black Sabbath.
I used to
were
have
about doing covers, yeah.
that single with the Easy. It was called "Songs to Make Love To."
I've got it on 45.
Oh, you do? It's just it's got that German song on there.
Yes. Das something. Yeah. Hey, by the way, what's everyone drinking today? I got Samuel Smith's organic cider, and I had some rum, but I drank it all. So.
Well, yeah, that's. I didn't get the shot memo. I definitely would have brought one over.
We took one before we started.
I'm just drinking a basic High Life, which is kind of my go-to after work beer.
So Daytona Corona, as we call it.
Daytona, yeah, I put a little lime in there, so it's like a little bit of a cheap Corona. Tastes just like it, man.
It is. It's usually my go-to, but I'm feeling fancy today, so I'm drinking Boddington's.
I think Jamie just got that in. I'm not even joking.
I mean,
Stacy's saying they've had it for years.
Yeah, I drink every time I come here. I
It's
drink
always
just got it 2 years
it's
ago.
always on the bottom shelf in the cooler.
Oh, okay.
I just happened to see it stacked up behind the bar. I was like, oh shit.
Well.
Because I think the last time I had this was in Manchester.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
you went to Manchester?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great. I love what's that band? Happy Mondays
Yes.
and Joy Division.
Yes.
Obviously,
New Order. Yeah.
yeah. I like Joy Division better.
Lot of
Are nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction this year.
No, yeah.
I don't know what you guys think about that. I love that place. But,
What, the Hall of Fame?
yeah.
I've never been there. I don't know.
I've been there.
twice.
Yeah, I went there. Actually,
Let's list the snubs though.
There's
Wait, Iron Maiden's not in there, right?
no.
They should be.
I mean, there's a lot of rock
Iron
bands that
Maiden
deserve
is
to be
in
in
there.
They've been
there.
around since the 70s and they're not in there?
Motley Crue isn't in there.
Okay.
I don't
There's-
think Toto is.
You know. And
Well-
every time I start talking to my dad about this shit, he gets fired up. He's like, "Why isn't motherfucking Bryan Adams in there, man? That's bullshit."
Holy shit. Holy
I'm like,
shit.
wow. I'm like,
I mean, yeah.
He's got a point. I mean,
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, it's,
I don't know who's in there, who's not, to be honest.
Well, there's a lot that deserve to be in, but there's a long list of bands, right? And they can only induct so many per
how
year.
the fuck
How do
is
you decide?
Eminem in there?
Well, that
But
and that's where
Iron Maiden's not in there,
that's
so.
where things get shifty because it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though. But they let these outside genres go in, which
It's a
you can hate or not, but
But I understand from the other side of it. You get it
They have to
because
keep it relevant.
Well, also because I mean Eminem is pretty rock and roll. I mean,
as far as the attitude,
as far as the
yeah,
attitude,
yeah.
like, you know, punk rock isn't a style of music, it's an attitude.
That's right,
And that's
exactly.
what I learned early on when I was in high school, going to see punk rock bands, people have mohawks and stuff. I was like, oh, this is what punk is.
Yeah.
Then I went and saw the original Sublime, like with Brad, and it was like 20 people there, and DFL opened for them. And this guy was heckling Brad the whole time at the show, just saying, "You're not a punk, you're a pussy, fuck you."
Really?
And Brad was like, "Okay, dude, call me a pussy one more time." And then the guy did it. This guy with the mohawk, and he beat the shit out of him with a guitar and fucked him up. And then got back on stage and kept playing. I was like, "That's punk rock."
Brad did?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So people don't realize Sublime was pretty punk rock.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Their early shit was, I have friends who listen to their 40 Ounce of Freedom. They're like, this album's good except for like the punk songs. I'm like, no. Wait. I'm like, hold on. Wait, no, hold on.
Those were the ones that were theirs.
Yeah.
And like the other ones were like reggae.
And like meeting them, and like I met Brad in the parking lot and stuff. Those guys were angry, aggressive, just like don't give a fuck. Kind of that's our whole
Strung out on
attitude.
heroin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think they'd be a little bit more
They were
chill
not chill.
up on the
Reggae is not chill.
No. We went and saw what was left of Sublime a few years ago at the Amos's. It was the Long Beach Dub All Stars.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And
I think I was there.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one. Yeah.
I think I was there.
The Agger Lights open for them?
Yeah, Agger-Lights are great.
I love them. They were going to come open for Flog and Molly up in Asheville, but, something's up with Dave from Flog and Molly.
He's like sick or something, right?
He's sick. They don't say what's happening, but he's like in the hospital in really bad shape. So Flog and Molly had to cancel that whole tour. I was pumped because I've seen Flog and Molly probably 13, 14 times.
Yeah.
I love the Agger-Lights more than I like Flog and Molly. So I was actually pumped to go see the Agger-Lights again, but yeah. Oh well. Anyways, let's get back to the Bleeps though.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We are a band, and we play music.
I wonder when we were going to get to that.
Yeah. What's got any?
What you need to know?
What do you
Because
need- what do you
you
wanna
can't
know?
find
So,
nothing on the internet.
Well, no, there is some stuff on there. It's
Shit.
basically just your guys' band names.
Yep.
Yeah, like the Ramones, kind of.
Yeah,
Kind of. And did you pick up on where our name comes from?
I did not.
So the Bleeps. Have you ever seen Spaceballs?
Yes.
The Bleeps, the Sweeps, and the Creeps.
Okay. So
that's great.
and
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, there
This
he
guy's
is.
the fucking guy.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's Spaceballs. See, your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yes.
Yogurt. I hate yogurt.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yep.
Another movie I could quote all day long, and I think that's what we settled on because at the time, we were all just talking about band names, and
that kind of stuck out. And we like that attitude of like similar to NoFX, as in like we're serious about some things, but we like to have fun and make jokes too.
Rest in NoFX. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I was like, is there a weather thing going on?
Like, yeah, it's like you can say
That was a bleep.
Yeah.
You want to be too serious.
I get it now. Okay.
Smart.
He thinks it's funny. He is. Funny.
Yes, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fat Mike is one of those guys that I respect, but I don't ever want to meet him. I think he would just be an asshole.
He'd be an asshole.
Yeah, like he just seems like an asshole. But I get it. I like your music, but I don't want to meet you.
Last time I saw him, I took a friend from work, and it was them, Bouncing Souls, Anti-Flag, and I forget who else.
Oh man.
Oh, Anti-Flag got canceled hard.
Yeah. Well, they're over with now. Yeah, but yeah. But went and saw him, and his fiance's mom. I was in my 40s, and she's like, "I'm gonna drive you guys to the show." I'm like, "What? No, we don't need a ride."
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, you guys can drink and do whatever you want." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, fine with me." So we go to the show. After the show, I'm like, "Hey, man, let's go back over," because they played the Fillmore. Let's go back over to VBGB's and have more beers. We walk outside, and this fucking bitch is parked out front of the Fillmore in the street, waiting for us.
Oh god.
And I walk out. I'm like, "Dude, is this my mom in high school? What the fuck?"
Exactly.
Dude?
Don't do drugs.
The fuck's going on with this?
Mom's here to pick you up.
I get in the car, and they had to.
Your mom's here.
Right, yeah. They had the fucking doors open, and the last song that they played is "Everyone's a Little Bit Racist."
Okay.
I get in the car, and she goes, "I do not approve of that last song that they just played."
Oh,
I was
man.
like, "Yeah, you do. Don't even lie. Whatever."
I don't know how she was able to sit there that long. Normally they shoo you off if you're just sitting there.
This was back in.
Was this the Fillmore here in Charlotte?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say it must have been the early days.
Back when they had the dirt lot
Back when there
across
was,
the street.
exactly. There was nothing there.
It was still rocks in that diner across the
Midnight.
street. So
Yeah. I see it.
yeah.
I saw No Effects later. They played again.
They played again with Off With Their Heads.
Yeah. I saw that show, and I couldn't find anyone to go to the show with me, so I had tickets, and then a friend of mine. She's not a NoFX fan at all, doesn't know anything about them. And I was like, let's go. And she's like, okay, cool. And she had a great time. She was like, I enjoyed their banter more than their music. Mm-hmm. She said it's hilarious.
He just talk shit.
Yeah. Well, she's like, I enjoyed them talking shit. It was so fun.
They drink heavily during the show. Fat Mike's got a drink holder on his fucking mic stand. So
yeah.
It
was hilarious. Like
it should be standard.
It should be.
This guy was crowd surfing. He was pointing to his tattoo, and Fat Mike was like, "Yeah, I get it. You had the same tattoo as me. We're not fucking friends."
Yeah, I think he would be a total asshole.
Yeah, for sure. Especially now.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wonder if any of those guys are going to go do anything else now. I mean,
the Co-Defendants. Have you listened to Co-Defendants?
No, I haven't. No.
Co-Defendants is great. It's Fat Mike he played bass and like kind of produces it. Okay. I don't think he's like really in the band, but it's really good. It's like kind of reggae punk rockish, like kind of it's got two different singers.
Okay.
Is
he still doing Me First?
No, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't play with them anymore. Really. He doesn't tour with them.
I thought he did for the longest time.
But when you look at the pictures, he's never in the picture.
I'm like,
he's like,
you're like, oh wait, that's. Unless Mike's really changed his look, he isn't in this fucking band.
Right. He's like, I can just sit at home and make money.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, smart.
But I mean, I wonder how much Me First has to pay in royalties for every song's a cover. So.
I'm sure it's a lot. Who knows if they even recoup any of that? So all touring money probably, and then you got to pay to even play those live.
I put a cover out once, and you only have to. It's based on how much you sell. So if you don't, it's like a sliding scale.
It depends on the deal you have.
Yeah, it's on recordings. Well, I mean, if you do it live, it's
there's mechanical rights,
but if you record
it, then you have to have the rights to play it live as well. So every time that's when you get into this fishing. So if you want to tour on a song, and you're doing it right, you got to report it.
What's if you do it wrong? Huh? How do you do it wrong?
There's no fucking
exactly.
So
that's the artists that take your phone before the show.
Right. Like fucking Ghost. I don't know if you guys like Ghost, but Ghost is about to do the same thing Jack White does.
Yeah.
And not let you use your phone during their shows.
Yeah.
Or you just change a couple lyrics. Does that work if you just change some lyrics?
Nope.
Yeah.
That doesn't work?
No, it doesn't.
Ghost does plenty of covers.
You got rights on the
Ghost,
melody.
Almost entire fucking catalog is covers now. So yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
That's.
I saw them back at I think Carolina Rebellion. I used to do stagehand.
Oh, really?
At Carolina Rebellion every year.
Oh yeah.
Building those stages.
Ghost? Didn't we see them at Chop Shop or something?
No.
What band was that?
I've seen Ghost
We
twice.
saw Crowbar.
No, I feel like there's another.
We saw Crowbar and Deicide, and
I feel like there's another.
It's a cool gig. You work for like 5-6 hours, then get to check out a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
Saw like Baby Metal, Megadeth, Tesla.
Oh wow.
Sum 41.
Yeah.
Like all those bands.
Where I've bit the bullet, and I don't like going to festivals anymore, but I am going to I bought my ticket for Rockville just for Saturday and Sunday because there's that one stage on Saturday that's Mastodon, Acid Bath, Havoc.
Dude, what's up with the Mastodon?
I know what happened with that.
What?
That guy Brent
he fucking quit. I know.
No, they let him go.
Is it a band anymore?
They fired him or he quit?
I don't know.
I read.
It seems weird.
The release was that he is no longer part of the band.
After 20 years, I read that he quit. So I don't know.
He may have because
or got forced to quit.
Yeah. Well,
he did.
He didn't want to tour anymore anyway.
Maybe he did something.
I've heard from several people who've worked backstage with other bands that Mastodon's a womanizer band. So
that happens,
Yeah.
You womanizer and sexual assault.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Those bands from the 70s and 80s didn't have the proof that we have today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Does anyone need a drink? Because I'm all out.
Man, I keep drinking slow because I'm like, can I get up and get a beer?
I will get you a beer.
Yeah,
if you want a beer.
another high life. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I definitely need to drink more.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. So
okay.
This is Andy Bleep.
This is Dickie Bleep.
And we are the Bleeps, and we like to play rock and roll.
Yeah.
And we are also playing Asheville.
Oh, yeah. Hit him up.
April 11th, the Burger Bar with 77 Lies. It'll be a great show in Asheville. And then...
We're at Nashville.
Burger Bar.
Burger Bar. Which,
Burger Bar.
which doesn't serve burgers.
They don't serve burgers, but it's called Burger Bar.
It's also probably, I heard it's about as small as the space that we're having this podcast in right now.
And then we're also...
Well, you know, they used to, when Tommy's first opened here.
I remember.
Do
you remember the original
We played
Tommy's?
the old Tommy's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
It's
was
like-
even smaller.
It's like maybe 5 people can fit in there.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah, great spot. I miss the old Tommy's.
Yep.
And then we're doing that big punk rock show down at Ground Zero on May 3rd with a bunch of bands.
That one got rescheduled.
No,
yeah.
cool.
It's with a Skewer Rat and Rufftons and
Big Bill. Yeah, I forget.
I can't remember all the bands.
Nice.
But it's gonna be Ground Zero, May 3rd. That'll be a good show as well. Also, I haven't told him about it yet. But
Surprise.
but we're gonna be playing there's a festival that's gonna be in Charlotte in June 14th and 15th.
Was that one with Gwen Stefani and
Yes,
and
we will.
the Feeling Good?
We will
whatever?
actually be the backing band for Gwen Stefani.
Sweet. Can't
No,
wait.
no, not truly, but
I was going to say, really?
No. Hell no.
our friend Pete is throwing a festival. Pete McCoyle, and he's it's June 14th and 15th. I don't know which day we're on. Still working out the details, but it's gonna be a cool festival with a bunch of punk rock, hardcore bands.
They got a place? Where's the place?
I don't know the venue yet, but
Is
it's
In a backyard.
in the ether.
You are a
Memo. There you go.
Nice.
gentleman and a scholar.
it's probably wherever he's running sound.
Thank you. Huh?
It's probably wherever he's running
I
sound.
remember doing a backyard show for him.
Look at that. A little
Yeah.
plug here. Stacy Badger,
A broker.
broker, NC Realtor. Yeah, how about this?
Sweet.
It's
Everybody's
Oh,
in
yeah.
real estate.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
tough to get into.
It's better if you own real estate than sell it.
I just bought a house,
Yeah.
can't afford
Or a
it.
realtor.
Yeah. I should have gotten real estate about 5 years ago. It'd been right on time.
I live in a van down by the river.
I'm going to eventually.
Are you a motivational speaker?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes. So it depends on how much I drink.
I've heard you want to be a writer. I'm moving in because I'm tired of living in a van down by the river.
That's good. That's good.
That was good.
That's a good impression.
That was good.
You got it.
Oh man.
Chris Farley is one of my idols. I'm sorry. It sucks that he's gone, man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
God
yeah,
almighty.
yeah.
But he went out the way he went. He
With
loved.
some hookers and some
Yeah.
blow.
Yeah, hookers
and
blow.
blow alone in a hotel room.
speedballing with
Yes.
some hookers. Yeah. That's
What's
the way
that?
to go.
The John Entwistle from The Who.
Yeah, same way.
He went out, in a
Banging.
hotel room banging some young girl.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that old people should bang young girls, but
I mean, she wasn't like
it wasn't that
younger
it
than
wasn't
him.
that
Not
young.
young.
She was of age.
It was of
Yeah.
age, yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but also that's
You got to be careful nowadays.
I know.
well, yeah. We,
Specify.
like yeah, you
when
can't-
I'm out and about, I'll see a girl who's 25 years old. And I'm like, she looks like she's 18. And they're like, no.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, oh, she's drinking. So I don't
and
know.
also you
I
can't
don't
punch
know.
cops anymore because they got fucking cameras on them and shit.
Yeah, what's up with the
Yeah.
body
Were you ever
cams?
Yeah.
able to punch cops?
Yeah, as long as
If
you got
could
away.
get- well, he
Yeah.
says
If you
that,
ran-
and I'm like, yeah, that's when they
if you
would
ran-
shoot you and then plant a gun
If
on
you
you.
ran
and be
fast
like,
enough-
he had a gun.
Now there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah,
You
you
know
can't
what?
do anything.
I so badly want to get tased by the cops. I don't know why.
I
well,
can
which
set that
kind of
up for you.
taser? Like,
Really?
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
close taser or the one that shoots up?
The one that shoots. I
Shoots
want
out?
to get tased so fucking bad.
Not
Oh, they
like
got
that.
the barbs and sticks in you.
Yeah, I just want to
Okay.
feel it, dude.
I can set that up for you.
I see those dudes high on bath salts and brushing those
Yeah.
things off like they're nothing. Must not be
I'm
that bad.
Superman.
I'm Superman. Get this shit off of me.
Be at the Police Fire Academy on Monday morning. We'll take care of that.
Okay. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious.
I was out on Sunday at Snug Harbor. My wife, she had a friend come in from out of town, whipped a taser out of her purse. Not that kind though, but a taser. And still in my car. I think she got drunk and left it in the back seat.
She tased somebody?
No, she.
Oh, well.
No.
She got.
I thought that's where it was going.
No, man, I wish there was a cool moment like that. It was actually more awkward. It was like she pulled it out for no reason, started setting off the sound, and it's like,
It sucks. I mean, I got tased one of the little ones with the little electric.
Yeah, that's the one.
Those dudes make a cool sound.
They don't feel good though. It doesn't feel
The
good.
ones that shoot prongs, they don't really make much.
I think
No, because it all goes through a wire.
Yeah.
It's just from watching Jackass so much and seeing those guys get fried. I'm like, I don't know what to fucking feel. I mean, I'm an HVAC tech, so I get hit with like.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's
480,
just fray this extension.
260 here and
Oh,
there.
we'll talk about being electrocuted. So I was playing a show years ago, and this is outside the deli, No Doubt Deli, Salvador Deli, by Beagles, and we were playing on like a flatbed, and I was playing guitar. I was holding my guitar, went to grab the mic, and then next thing I know, everything went white. And I can still hear, but I can't see, and everything is white. And finally I come to, and the band's still playing, and I'm laying on the stage, and then the keyboard player looks over me. He's like, "Are you okay, man?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "I saw a blue spark go from the microphone into your mouth. Like a lightning bolt went into my mouth, and like it knocked me the fuck out. But it wasn't like blackout; it was like a whiteout."
Yeah, because you got power surge, man.
Oh yeah.
What happened though?
I don't know.
He says he got pissed off and started throwing shit around. Yeah.
Something wasn't grounded, and then I threw my guitar and made a big ass of myself. But then everybody thought it was cool, and I was just angry. But I wasn't trying to be cool.
Special effects, guys.
Yeah. It was very
As an audio
painful.
engineer, that's one of your greatest fears is like
setting somebody off like that.
I thought I was dead.
Didn't that happen in Almost Famous?
Yeah.
He grabbed the mic and he started frying. God, what a good movie that
I love you guys.
I'm a golden god.
Yeah.
I am.
Anyways, back to the Bleeps again, man.
Yeah, so we were just telling about our dates we got coming up, and we got music on Spotify too. About to record some more stuff hopefully soon.
Well, you guys put out a single, Circles last year?
Yeah, Circles. Yeah, we got another one coming out soon.
I did a little bit of research. Sorry.
There you go. Right. Yeah, good. Yeah. We actually recorded an album worth of music that eventually I guess
we're putting it out slowly because putting an album out isn't really feasible in these times because it's just you waste all the songs.
I hear it.
There you go.
Unless it's on vinyl.
Well, that's true. But
that's the only time someone will listen to a record front to back.
But also, in these times, the way we in Spotify age that we are in now, you put a song out, every song gets its due.
Right.
So every song gets a release, not just the album. Because sometimes songs get lost in the middle of the album. If it's in the middle of the album, you may not listen to it. Yeah. So every song gets its due, like a singles. Like we're back in the fucking 50s.
The art of like a concept album is it's over.
Definitely. But we tried to, in the way of a concept album, we tried to at least not have any fillers. So it's like songs that we would want to be released that, are single worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And not just like...
we do have a secret album we recorded that never got released.
We did, yes.
It's on the back burner somewhere in his hard drive.
Yeah. Well, some of those songs we actually did re-record with those sets.
We thought we could engineer and produce our own album, and it didn't really work out because it's hard to record it while you're in the studio.
It did work out, but it just didn't. We changed the vibe. Because John, who was in Bums Lie with Cullen, he was our original bass player, and it was just the trio at that time. And I think Ryan had just joined the band when we recorded that, so we were still trying to figure out a sound. There were songs that we recorded that we don't even play anymore, which some I was thinking
some are good. Some are good.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, dang,
it's also
man.
We hadn't quite found our vibe yet, because like when we brought Ryan in, it brought a little bit more heavier metal idea.
Well,
and then Morgan was the bass player in Reckless Youth, so his bass player
punk.
That brought a whole different vibe, and we just went, well, we're basically a different band now.
You guys should be a thrash band then. Metal and punk.
I'm sure
drinking beer and thrash.
And Ryan would love that because seems to be his jam. So
I love some Anthrax. Anthrax.
That's my favorite.
One of my fucking
thrash
favorite bands
of all time.
Yeah. I think I've seen all the big four: Slayer, Metallica.
We saw Motorhead
Megadeth.
before Lemmy died. We went and saw Motorhead.
I saw him too.
At the Fillmore. Yep.
Was
it Anthrax?
Carcass.
No, it was with
Carcass?
when I saw him.
Testament. It was a Testament.
No. When I saw him was with Nashville Pussy and
Oh, no, different time.
That wasn't a show.
Reverend Horton Heat.
So we
saw him with
like,
Anthrax.
Like literally 2 months before he went on, it was Anthrax, Motorhead, and I'm pretty sure Carcass, or was it Testament?
I think it might have been Carcass or Testament.
It might have been
Testament or
I forget.
Carcass.
Someone will
I can't
call
remember.
us out on that later on, but yeah, it was a great show. And
Yes, so he came back and it was right before he died.
Yeah, he died like 2 months later.
So and a weird side note here. Colin seems to have a thing where he will see bands and
that
2
does
months
happen.
later they go. So he's talking about that Sublime show earlier, and wasn't it like 2 months
so
later Brad died?
Brad overdosed 2 months after I saw him.
See,
And then also I saw Chris Cornell in Soundgarden. He died 2 months after I saw
You
him.
son of a bitch.
And then
I have what's called my Joe Strummer rule for shows.
Yeah.
So about 2 months before he died, he played Atlanta, Georgia. He's my idol. I love him.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking death.
Joe Strummer.
Joe.
yeah.
Great.
We were gonna go down to
Clash,
Atlanta, me and my wife, right, to go see him, and we didn't go. I've never saw the Clash. Never saw Joe.
Was it the
and-
Mescaleros?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll never forget. I was at my mom's house in Detroit. MTV News came on, and what's the fuck's that guy who just had a stroke?
The big
Yeah.
Mike.
what the fuck was his name? Matt Penfield.
Yeah, Penfield.
Comes
That's
in, he's
right.
like, breaking news: Joe Strummer passed away today. I fucking cried, dude. I haven't cried for. I didn't cry for Bowie or anyone else, but I'm like, motherfucker. So I'm like, from now on, if it's a band I haven't seen, with the exception of Tuesday when I didn't go see Brass Against, I don't miss a show anymore.
Yeah, I try not to do that. No, although they do price them pretty high these days.
they're a little.
Dude,
I try not to miss them, but yeah, the ticket price has gotten out of fucking
It
control.
has.
It makes me like,
Kraftwerk is sold out
yeah.
Monday night. I went online last night, got two tickets for $20 each.
Nice.
Well, that's not bad. A $20 ticket's not bad.
Somebody was like, just take these things.
Well,
I'm like,
we
fuck
saw
it.
when we saw it was Motorhead, Anthrax, I think Testament. It was
like
like
$50.
It's like $50. I was like, I mean, that's how much.
And it's general admission.
That was
So
like- that
like
was a
it's
while
up
ago.
to
For
you.
all three of those bands,
Yes.
that's not a bad
No,
band. Oh,
yeah.
shit. Look out. Watch out.
Oh shit!
This
Don't
is
let.
a really shitty table.
It's all good. We won't just make sure the beer don't fall. That's it. That's it. But
Well, that and that board over there.
and that board, just keep your hands on that.
Yeah.
You got two hands, one for the board, one for the beer.
Yeah.
Be all right. But yeah, they have. I try not to miss shows either. There's been I also got the mindset now since I've worked so many shows. I've been in bands so long. Like if I'm gonna go to a bigger show, I want to at least be like up front. I hate
Right.
I hate going to like arena shows and big amphitheater shows, and you're in the back. You end up watching the jumbotron or something like that, and you're like, well, I could just do this at fucking home. And it's like I just want to be up there in the pit.
Yeah,
having that experience.
That's where
it is,
the fucking energy is, dude.
And it's all the energy. And I always say, like, if we ever, get to a point where we're big, right? And we can draw like huge crowds. I would rather
100 people.
Yeah, yes, 100 people, but even thousands. I would rather be a band that has like a weekend show in a town and pick a mid-sized venue, play neighborhood theater like 4 nights in a row and sell that shit fucking out.
Yeah.
And give people a real show rather than like, I don't need to
I love that venue.
That's a great venue. Have you guys ever seen Billy Bats and the Made Men play here?
No.
And Tommy's?
No. Show me here the next time they come, dude.
What the
Those
fuck?
motherfuckers tear this place down, dude.
Well, one of the crazy shows I went to is my wife had never been to New York. So last Christmas we went to New York for first time. And I was like, oh, well, was it Johnny or Marky Ramone was doing his holiday Blitzkrieg show at the Gramercy Theater.
Sweet.
And I was like, cool, I was like, that'd be fun. And like, she's not really into like the punk as in like, moshing and all that. I was like, I thought it'd be a chill show. So it was like, we get there early, we go up to the gate, we're right there at the barrier. And I'm like, cool, these guys are like 70s. So he's like 70s. So it's not going to be that crazy.
The crowd ain't 70.
Literally.
No, the crowd ain't 70. No.
The show starts and it fucking blew up. People were crowd surfing, and then we were stuck at the barrier, and it was so packed. I had to pour my beer into my face like this.
Oh wow!
Because
You couldn't even do it like that.
That's when you're standing with your elbows out, like, give me fucking 2 feet at
And
least.
you just got to sway with the crowd, go where the crowd takes you because you can't fight it.
See, that's one of the reasons why I married my wife. We went to Dropkick. It was Dropkick Murphys, the Horror Pops. No use for a name. I forget who else played with them at the House of Blues in
nice.
Myrtle Beach. And I told my buddy, I'm like, dude, by the 5th song, bring me down 2 beers. He comes down the pit, hands me 2 beers. My wife grabs both beers and pours them over her head. She goes, I'm fucking hot. I'm like, damn right you are. I'm like, fuck this concert. Let's go back to the room.
Exactly. And give me 2 more beers, please.
Yeah. But speaking of Marky Ramone, I took her to go see her at the old Amos's when they had the steps that came down.
Oh yeah, when it was a lot bigger.
When the stage was in the front corner.
Oh, I remember that.
And we were standing by the steps, and some dude jumped over the railing to jump down, and he landed on my wife.
Oh fuck!
And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude." I'm like, grabbed him by. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Was she all right?
I'm like, You're not walking away from this right now, dude."
Yeah, no doubt.
And his boys freaked out. Hold on, dude. He didn't mean to do it. I'm like, dude, he landed on my wife's head.
Amos's on the lake. When was that? Was that when it was like the
No,
original
no.
Amos's or Amos's before they like shut
I've
down
seen
and then
so
came
many
back?
stages of that place.
That was like when it was before it was huge. It had that weird stair that had the weird like split level thing.
Yeah, and it was like a stair thing that.
Yeah, it was weird.
And the stage was in the corner with like the fucking post right in the middle of it.
Yeah,
I've seen Living Color there. I saw Sponge there. I saw a bunch of cool bands there. But
years ago, our original bass player John Locke, the old band was playing at Neighborhood Theater, and this guy. We're just playing, and it's a great show. This guy's just heckling me. I don't know why. Like he's like, "Fuck you, I hate you, fuck you," and I'm like, "Okay,
why?"
Exactly, I don't know. And so then I'm like trying to ignore him, and then he just keeps on, and I'm like, finally I was like, "Okay, well this next song's for your mom," and the next song is called "Do You Want to Fuck?" And he got even more angry, and then I wasn't looking, and so he pushed himself on stage to, I guess, come after me, and our bass player John went and kicked him in the face, and this is on YouTube too.
Oh, really?
The video's on YouTube, and
you find that on YouTube.
He kicks him in the face, and then the whole band stops, and I'm like, everybody just relax. Like it almost erupted into a riot.
Yeah,
that'd been good. I played some shows that erupted in a riot at the Milestone. That was great. With Reckless Youth.
They had a great one there.
Oh yeah, Milestone can definitely be a riot.
Parents involved. I think we had like a dozen cops show up, shut the fucking place down.
At the Milestone?
At the Milestone.
Wow.
Yeah. There was some pushing and shoving, and we were playing, and I continued to play. But it was Morgan and Madison's parents that ended up being one of the culprits in that fight, and so they ran off.
Parents? Were Karens?
No, they weren't Karens, but
they were like 16 though, weren't they?
No. At that time, they were younger, but they were 21 at that point.
Okay,
but it was, I think Madison might have been under 20. But yeah, it was a wild show. We were playing with Canadian band Cheap Thrills.
But Morgan's our current bass player.
Yeah. So
you guys mentioned earlier he works for Birdsong.
No, that's Ryan.
That's Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah.
We one of the parts of the podcast is beer, so we can mention Birdsong.
Yeah, and I actually brew at Heist Brewery here in town, so that's my day gig. So Ryan, Ryan works at Birdsong, and I brew at Heist Brewery, and
you know another friend of ours, another Ryan.
Yeah. And Ryan is our sales rep. Another Ryan is a sales rep for Heist up in Durham area in Raleigh. So we're all involved in that. And before Morgan, we're talking about Morgan. He's our resident pizza guy. So he's been around town. He used to manage Benny's, and then he was up at Salute for a while. And Salute is another brewery bottle shop here in town. So there was a point where 3 of us were all brewery people.
Does Salute still contract through Heist, or did they do it?
Heist back last July, actually, we had a grease fire. And
that's right. Yeah.
And our kitchen at our original location, and it's still shut down, and they were brewing at that location. So that kind of led them to kind of pull an audible, and now they're brewing. They're brewing at a place right down the street. I don't know if you know where Noda Brewing's original location was,
Yes.
but there's a place right next to it called Soul, and a Korean barbecue spot. But they have a brewery equipment that was
They were supposed to start brewing, but they never did.
They never did. So that equipment just sat there, and then Dustin, their brewer, was telling me that they are now brewing there. So and who knows?
Original Noda and Birdsong spots were the shit, man. You can walk back and forth.
Actually, the OG location doesn't have brewing equipment anymore. They sold it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, they don't. And I think that Noda spot is definitely, they were using it for like storage and not, but I think they now are totally out of that facility, and it's becoming something else. But yeah, I mean, Noda's gotten huge.
Yeah.
And then just a couple of weeks ago, we played down at Eulogy at Burial Brewery in Asheville.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
venue,
nice.
man.
Yeah, that's a
Eulogy,
pretty cool
you guys been
venue.
there?
Yeah,
it's
it's
cool.
great.
It's a great
It's a fun place.
Damn it. Fuck. I forgot their names. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
We did a cover.
Shout out.
It was a cover show, so every band played another band. We did a Misfits cover set. We just played all Misfits songs.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. It was cold as fuck outside. I think it got down to like 9 degrees that night, but yeah, it was a good
You were
time.
playing indoors, though, right?
Yeah, indoor. Yeah, that Eulogy spot's pretty nice for brewery setup.
We're the only out of town band that play there, and
Really?
and everybody's like, "Oh, you guys play real punk rock."
No, we went and
I was like, "All right, what does that mean?" I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, Black Tusk played there over the summer, but all the bands that played were from like Spartanburg and everywhere else. So Witch Pit came up and played, and a bunch of other bands from Charlotte came up and played. I love punk. Punk's my roots, but metal's.
Metal's your jam.
I grew up. When I was 14, I went and saw Cannibal Corpse on the Bleeding tour with Chris.
I've never
Chris
seen
Barnes.
him. I've never seen him.
I'm one of those people that like I don't like Cannibal Corpse without Chris Barnes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just whatever. I love death metal and punk rock, and also I play reggae too. So you can love everything.
Ska, this Saturday, which I haven't told my boy Brent, I can't go yet, but Cavalier is playing in Greenville.
Oh, the brothers?
Yes.
Oh, I saw them at the
Underground.
Were you there?
I was there too.
I was there. Yeah.
It was with
played at Rise?
B Witcher. Yes.
Yeah.
Arise Against and so it's them, Necro, and a bunch of a band that's a friend of the show. The fuck's her name? It's on that front sticker by the damn thing over there. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I can't read it.
Deceptor. I'm sorry. Yeah. Deceptor.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one other band playing on that fucking bill that I've seen a million times. So I'm like, I do HVAC work, so I'm on call starting tomorrow. So I'm like, all right. Do I get someone to cover for me Saturday night to go see bands I've seen 100 times, or do I get someone to cover for me Monday night and go see Kraftwerk?
I mean, like you
I've never
said,
seen
never
Kraftwerk.
miss a show. You don't want to regret it.
Yeah, the guy might die. It's someone might die.
I've seen Cavalier, though, so
whatever. Flip a coin on that one.
They're more like Sepultura than Sepultura is now.
right. So I will never, and I'm glad Sepultura is actually going to call it quits.
That's good. That's good.
I saw the Cavalier show, and then I went and saw Sepultura play with Creator a few months later, and I'm like, this is terrible. It was an awful show. Like it was a big, it was a big build up. So it was Spirit Box, Death Angel.
Oh, Death Angel
fucking slayed that night, dude. And then it was Creator.
Okay, like the German band?
Dutch
or something.
They're Dutch, yeah. And then it was Sepultura. So, they built up this whole thing all night long, and then Sepultura played their opening song, and everyone's ready for Sepultura. And then they didn't come out.
They didn't come out at all?
And then they played a second song, and we're still waiting for Sepultura. We're like, what the fuck? And then finally they walk out, and they're like, hey, what's up, guys? We're like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm like, we're waiting for you guys all night. They came out. They played all their song, Roots, Bloody Roots, and all that shit.
Yeah,
but there was no energy behind it.
It's not the same.
All.
It's not the same.
It's not at all.
Max and Igor, without them,
it's not the same at all. So I was telling my buddy, I'm like, I'll never go again to see Sepultura without those two. And they've actually invited Max and Igor to come play on their last show of the tour. I don't think they will.
Yeah, I mean,
they shouldn't. They got fucked, so just screw them.
I mean, that whole situation. I mean, also after Max left, Sepultura didn't really make any good albums.
No.
So
no.
There's that.
Sepultura. It's a lot of people don't realize unless you were listening to them, and they were truly underground in that time. They go way back to the fucking 80s, dude.
Yeah, it's like Schizophrenia.
Yes, that's some dope shit back then too. I'll never forget, and I've told this story before. When I lived in Detroit, we used to, rob and steal shit all the time, and we had broken
as you do in Detroit.
We had broken into someone's car, and I stole all their CDs, and one of those CDs was Nail Bomb, which is Max's original band. And we're like, what the fuck is it? It was a picture of some lady with a gun to her head, and we're like, And we're like, what the fuck is this? So, yes, they are listening to
Clash.
Yes,
No.
or is
it's
this
MIA?
No, it's not MIA. Yeah. No, it's Clash.
Straight to hell.
Yeah,
straight to hell.
Straight to hell, boy.
It's funny because yes, the Clash is great, but they get tired of the Clash around because they put on one artist over on their YouTube channel here, but eventually it always ends up to the Clash.
Yeah.
And then they're like, the fucking Clash comes on every playlist that we set up over here. Anyway, so we fucking stole that CD and we put it in. We're like, what the fuck is this? Nail Bomb. This looks crazy. Yeah. And we put it in. We're like, whoa, this is dope. Yeah. So that was my first. I listened to Nail Bomb before I even heard of Sepultura.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah.
I think I was a kid, and I think I was at Sam Goody, and I bought a VHS that was Sepultura live in somewhere, and it was the Arise tour, and and I'd never bought their album before. I was like, oh, this looks cool, and there's a little VHS cassette of their live show, and I just watched that over and over and over again.
How old are you?
I was born in 1980.
Okay, all right.
Do the math.
Do the math.
So
I'm old.
You used to. We're a lot older than you are.
Okay.
He's 56, 55?
Jesus.
54.
Don't be adding years.
I am 25.
And 25 stay alive.
25 forever.
We're both in our 50s, so we were around for the Blockbuster video days. You just
we were all around for you.
And just find a video like this looks cool.
Yeah.
And watch it. You're like, that's how we found shit back then. That and Spin Magazine or Alternative Press or something.
Yeah,
there was no internet.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies back in the day.
Well, there was. You just didn't have it. Yeah.
Like Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Great movie. I love all those music movies. And another one that's super underrated is Ladies and Gentlemen, The Fabulous Stains.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's a great underrated punk rock movie. It actually has Paul Simeon from The Clash is in it.
Oh, okay.
And so it's got multiple guys from a bunch of punk bands. It was like a movie about punk as it was happening.
Okay.
It's in real time.
All right.
But it's a fake. The Professionals, which was
I've seen that.
The Professionals was the band that was Steve Jones and Paul Simeon from The Clash started a band together, and that's what that movie is basically about. But it's like a dramatic interpretation of their struggles as a band. But it's not really what happened. But they're in the movie playing as the band. But it's the chick from Jurassic Park.
Oh, the blonde?
She's in it. She's in this punk band.
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern. Yeah. She's in a punk band that opens for them, and then they go on tour together.
Now I have to see it.
Yeah. Look at
I'm
Ladies
sure it's
and
a
Gentlemen.
cinematic masterpiece.
It's not. It's around the same. Have you ever seen Suburbia?
Yes.
It's very similar to that in that vibe.
Speaking of terrible films.
I was going to say, was it on Mystery Science Theater 3000?
It was not, but it probably should have been.
You know what?
I still love it, and you should watch it just for one time.
Find so many awesome, terrible films on Amazon Prime Video. I don't know how people are like. I just watched one called Horror Hook or Horror Hook. It was about a fisherman that had this fucking humongous lure, and he would just cast it out to like people in the lake and lure them in with it. And they would hook them, and he would chop them up.
Is this like old, like from the 70s?
Yes, this is from like the fucking 80s.
That sounds about right.
And then it ends with him he hated.
No, wait, don't spoil it.
No.
No one's seen it.
He fucking hated listening to loud punk rock music. So they brought him this big boombox to his fishing shop where he was about to kill this girl, and they put punk rock on this boombox.
That was his kryptonite?
Right. And they fucking go in there and they're playing. He goes,
Well, I mean, I don't get me started on horror movies. I love awful horror movies. A couple of music ones I'm going to throw out there. Trick or Treat with Gene Simmons.
Yes.
And Ozzy Osbourne, great. Also, Black Roses, another shitty fucking horror movie about a metal band that comes to town and turns everybody into zombies. And
that sounds like fun.
Yep. And then also Blood-Sucking Freaks.
I've seen that.
That's why I love it. It's like a sadomasochistic show on stage. Everyone thinks it's fake, but it's actually real, and they're actually killing people.
You better talk about the band, man.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Bleeps a little bit more. Yeah.
The Bleeps, how long have you guys been around?
Me and him are the only original members.
Okay.
And we basically write songs together. And
that's true. Yeah.
And we've been together maybe 9 years.
I want to say almost 10.
Almost 10?
Yeah, so pretty
Coming
much.
Up on
we're going up on a decade.
Maybe
here.
you guys should press some vinyl then.
We thought about it, but we also need your donations because vinyl is very expensive.
We also
we could do it. We also 60.
need a sponsor for the show. So if anyone out there wants to,
who's got the money?
Yeah.
Fat Mike. I know you got the money.
Fat Mike.
And
you're retired now, dude.
Yeah.
You got
on,
nothing better to do.
I thought you liked punk rock.
We are a punk rock podcast, and we have a punk rock band here. So
right.
We are poor punk rockers, and this is your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
if you don't help us, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Dude, if Fat Mike were to sponsor the fucking podcast, we would have our own fucking studio.
Yeah, that would be great. Then we could be in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just have to go to his
I
punk
have a place already picked out.
Do you? Yeah. In his fucking beer room at his house. Yeah, that's where
in his beer room. You're coming to my room. I got beer.
No, Ernest is a retired veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
But he has all the free time in the fucking world to edit shit. So
that's awesome.
Thank him for that though, because I mean, if he had a job like I do, it would take forever to get these podcasts out. So,
right. Yeah, I just got out of the whole. When I had kids, COVID kind of fucked everything up for me. I was a studio cat. I worked in post production for a while, film, TV, radio, and that's why we told that story about us trying to record our own shit.
We recorded late at night when the studio was closed.
When the studio was closed, kind of deal. That was the gig, and I had that for a while, and then I got my wife pregnant, and had to figure out how to get some real money, and that's when I started working at the brewery because she was a director there for events, and COVID shut down production for everything. So
man, we have so many bands on that have stories about.
I may know your wife too. Then
it kind of fucked everything up. Yeah. So then I got out of it, and then everything kind of ramped back up. But I was already in that thing. I don't know why I planted my roots so deep in beer, but I do love drinking it. So it's like it has this fringe benefits.
A lot of people like drinking it. So
So creating it kind of goes hand in hand. You
gotta wait. Hold on. I just realized what the fuck's going on. You work for Heist, but you're drinking Miller High Life?
Well, they don't have Heist beer here.
There's no Heist here.
Plus, I drink Heist beer.
There is Birdsong, though.
Fucking, I love you, Birdsong, but
I don't like craft beer.
When I go home after a long day, there's nothing better than drinking a nice, crisp lager.
Yeah. I mean, I like a nice, cheap fucking beer that just goes down quick.
Yeah. And I wish working at the brewery.
He did this last time too.
Are we getting played out?
We are.
Like the Oscars?
We are.
They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, they're playing the wrong song for that because that's gonna hype me up and make me louder.
No.
What I was saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that is our cue.
I hate Rush.
Wrap this shit up,
No, that's just what he uses to dial everything in. Yeah. He'll stop here in a minute.
But I was saying
we're about to do karaoke there, right?
Yeah, I would sing the fuck out of this.
I saw what happened here last Thursday for karaoke. Leighton and a bunch of guys from
They do karaoke here?
Brockloaf.
Yeah,
Is that tonight?
That's what's about to start.
What's your karaoke
Brockloaf.
go-to?
Not a fucking thing. I hate karaoke.
You know, what's your karaoke go-to?
Mine talked dirty to me by Poison.
Oh,
That's my go-to
We're
karaoke
fucking
song.
staying
Do you
there.
have a go-to karaoke song?
Pride and Joy.
Steve Ray Vaughan?
Oh,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right.
Wait,
I don't really have a
I know what yours is.
What is it?
It's Electric Avenue.
Well, and that is one. That is one.
Electric Avenue.
Or Psycho Killer.
I see you say it.
Or I do Psycho Killer, Talking Heads, and I've been trying to venture out. So me and my wife, the one that we do together is B-52's Love Shack,
There you go.
and we always kill it. So
Love that one.
Me and my wife, we also do that. Don't You Want Me by Human League or
Human League, yeah.
because it has its little duet. Don't You Want Me?
yeah, I met her down at a cocktail bar.
Yeah, see, it's perfect.
That much is true.
My wife was raised in choir in church, so she has an amazing voice, but she does not come out and do karaoke.
Well, it's for some people. It's for and it's not for some.
If I do a karaoke song, it's House of Pain, Jump Around.
That is a really
You
good.
know all the words?
Every fucking word of that song.
That's a good one. That's a
I
good
won't
one.
skip a beat, yeah.
I'd tell you, there's if you frequent the Rock Hill Slow Play Brewing,
Rock Vegas.
they do
Or
live.
replay?
They do live
Squirt Vibe.
Replay or
Live
slow
band?
play?
slow play.
Okay,
Slow
I know
play
there's
does-
a replay down there.
Yeah,
That's
Slow
in-
Play does live
that friend
band
boy,
karaoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a whole different level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It is really good. There's some really good people down there.
Yeah. We were. I was there once with you, and the dude did Amy Winehouse's Valerie. With
Yeah.
that live band.
Oh,
He
yeah.
fucking slayed
Oh,
it, dude.
yeah.
That was
Amy
amazing.
Wine- yeah.
Well, one of the owners is also the bass player in that
well,
live band. So
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, are we wrapping it up then?
We're wrapping it up, guys.
All right,
Hey,
well-
thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you for
having
Where
us.
can
Having
people
us.
find your information?
Yes, the Bleeps. So check us out, Instagram, the Bleeps 42. As usual, we go by because 42 is the answer of life and everything and the question of the universe. If you
Okay.
don't know that, you can figure it out.
Look it up.
That was 42.
42, that's the answer.
Okay.
But what's the question?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people will get it, some people won't.
I won't. I have no
It's
idea.
that one. It's that movie.
It's Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy.
Yeah, there you go.
See?
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Movie buffs. I love it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
37. Oh, sorry. 36. Does that include me?
36, 35, 34, whatever.
Yeah. So,
37.
I believe
we're,
she's 5'3".
so we're playing the Burger Bar in Asheville, April 11th.
There we go.
Okay.
Couple weeks. And
This
then
will
we're
be out before then, so good.
and then we're playing May 3rd in Ground Zero. in
Spartanburg. Sparkle City, baby.
Man, that's a rough venue now, dude.
Is it?
I
we
went-
haven't played in a couple years.
I went down there to go see Overkill. And,
Overkill? Yeah.
Dude, that was a great
What,
show.
what was the problem though?
It's
Not too.
it's not the same.
Is it the sound?
Well, they
no.
switched it over. I
They
remember when it
switched-
was that other
it's
building.
old- it's just you'll find out.
Yeah, we.
Oh,
I mean, we
we'll
played
find out.
there since they
We
switched.
played there
Just
like
figure
2
it
or
out
3
on
years
your
ago.
own.
We've been there.
Just bring cash. It's all cash bar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You got to go get.
That makes
money
sense.
From the
That makes sense.
ATM
I'm sure
to
they
get-
got an ATM there that charges you $5 to get $5.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there was no.
It's like a strip club.
It's just, yeah. Well,
Insert cocaine here.
isn't that what the old Ground Zero was? It was an old titty bar. And then
I don't know,
yeah,
man.
Was it titty bar?
It was.
It
Yeah.
used to be that it had 2 levels in that
Yeah,
old one.
because that was
And
an
that
old
was
titty
it?
bar.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, a little story to leave with. The old band I used to play with Bums Live played in Philly at a place called Cafe Risque, and we played. It was a strip club. We show up, and they're like, "Do you want girls on stage or not?"
Fuck
And
yeah,
then,
man.
and then so we're playing. It was like a Motley Crue video.
Hey, that's like that
Play-
place we played in Gastonia. That had that like.
But then bunch of girls dancing to punk rock. They're like, I don't know how to dance to this.
No, it worked out because we played that place in Gastonia that had wrestling right in
We
front
did.
of us, and then they had fucking
Played a
dancers.
wrestling
Yeah,
match.
that was great. It was interesting as fuck.
So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. If you come to our shows, it's gonna be fucking crazy, and you're gonna have a fucking good time.
It will be, absolutely.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys, for coming on. See you later. Adios.
See ya.
A huge shout out to our gracious host, Tommy's Pub. Located at 3124 Eastway Drive, Tommy's Pub is a small neighborhood bar that's big on music and community. Go to Tommy's Pub's Facebook page where they regularly provide updates about upcoming events to include weekly open mic night, karaoke, and live music from some of the best up-and-coming bands in the Queen City. Thank you, Tommy's Pub, for hosting ImVibes Podcast.
Thank you for listening to ImVibes Podcast, home of good music, good libations, and good vibes. Please like, rate, and subscribe to ImVibes Podcast on your favorite listening platform. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All are at ImVibes Podcast. ImVibes Podcast is in need of sponsorship. If you'd be interested in sponsoring the show or just an episode, email us at imvibespodcast@gmail.com for more details. Email us at imvibespodcast@gmail.com if you'd like to be a guest or have an idea for a guest we should interview.
Opinions and views expressed by guests are not necessarily the opinions or views of the ImVibes team or BWM Productions.